Hello. We are here. Stream is on. Yep. Okay. We are here to cast a match between Animal Farm versus Centurions. Now we are waiting for the last player for Team Centurions. Now for Animal Farm, they still have the option of putting Valiant or AL in their team. And for Team Centurions, we are waiting for Wendy or Goldstein to join. So we might see a 3v3 here. Valorant, Edward, and IESSH. Oh no, it's a 4v4? Okay, we have Go to Die now. So we might see a 4v4 right now. Valorant, Edward, ESSH, and Visik against Avran, Unknown Player, Bodica, and Go to Die. Now let's see what are the bans for each team. Okay, we are still waiting for the bans. You might see a 3v3 right now. Okay, so T1 decided to ban Ptolemies at the start. Now we see Team 2 banning Pto and Rome. So Ptolemies and Rome banned for Team Animal Farm, and Pto and Britons banned for Team Centurion. Valorant chose Britons and Boudica as the Romans. Hi Derek, can you hear me well? Yeah, I think Los Gringos will not come for this game, so T1, if they complete the roster, can get a free win. Yes. Okay, so in Team 2 we have Romans, Seleucids, and Gauls. Now we're waiting for ESSH to choose his civilization. He chooses Gauls. Yeah, T1 with a very strong roster of teams. This might be very challenging for T2. Okay, so we might have be seeing a game soon now. Map size normal for 3v3. Now Latium, the problem is most of the time the wood lines, but since the map is a little bit bigger, we might have we might not have that issue. Okay, let's take a look here. Starting on the top left, we have Valiant as the Britons, and on the top right, we have Havron as the Seleucids. Then we have ESSH as the Gauls, facing Unknown Player as the Gauls, and Edward as Athenians, facing Boudica as the Romans. Now, woodlines are not terrible, it seems. Yeah, it seems pretty okay. In this map, usually you'd want to expand as soon as possible, because the woodlines, they are really not something that can take you to a later game. Okay, let's take a look here. A little bit of a pause. We have Valiant here without any additional food. Some bit of hunt, but not really that much. He has a decent dock position nearby this hunt here, but no fishing, really no efficient fishing here to take it, but still you can get some value here. Now on ESSH side, he has some decent hunt nearby his CC. And near Edward, not a whole lot of additional food as well. Now near Boudica, we have some decent hunt, not really that great, but still usable. On unknown player side, we have no additional food. And on Havron side, some hunt as well. Yeah, pretty interesting that we don't see any additional berries so far. Just hunt, and just a few players have decent hunt, so yeah. I feel like it's decently balanced, the food income for both teams. Now Valiant going pretty standard here, going for the women start. Same here for ESSH, Edward, Boudica, Unknown Player, and Havron as well. Okay, Unknown Player going for a few cavalry. He has already 3 cavalry. But he has not such a great hunt, so he might not use this cavalry a lot. Unless he makes a farmstead in this position. Avram as well going for some cavalry. And Valorant starting his cavalry. Yeah, Valorant usually waits until 24-25 population till he starts his own cavalry. Now, it's interesting that players are making cavalry when they don't have any good hunt. Oh yeah, Valorant has this decent patch here. SSH, okay, we might see a very action-packed early game. And Edward going very boom focused right now. Boudica's Spear Cavalry could do some damage here if Edward does not make some Spearmen. Yeah, he's going for some Slingers right now. But he should start some farms really soon, because he has no additional food income.
ESD?
Unknown player scouting.
ESD?
Valorant hunting near his farmstead in this location. Avram taking a farmstead here to hunt more efficiently. Yeah, so far not a whole lot.
ESD?
Valorant with some harass with the dog and the cavalry. Yeah, the dog is really strong for Britons at the start of the game. It's because it's rank 3. It's a suggestion to nerf the dog on the next version of 0 AD. Edward didn't leave the base yet. ESSH as well, no, going for the scout. Boudica going for a dock. Unfortunately for him, there's not much fishing in this location. Yeah, pretty unlucky there. Avram didn't leave the base yet, even if he made a lot of cavalry. And unknown player just with the scout around the base. Now Valorant did some decent damage here, killed 2 units already. And the dog is still very healthy.
ESD?
But he loses his cavalry. And Valorant taking the dog nearby the hunt. Yeah, this dog will die really soon. And Valorant now raiding with 9 cavalry. Yeah, this can go well for Valorant. These 2 cavalry, very late reaction time from Havron, and Havron loses these 2 cavalry. And Valorant going for the steal here.
ESD?
Going around Havron's base. Yeah, Havron does not have a lot to defend here. Fortunately for him, he made this sentry tower, but 9 cavalry is a lot. And Valorant can take 2 easy kills here without losing a lot of health in his cavalry. Could even snipe some cavalry from Havron as well. And decides just to go around. Maybe harass a little bit unknown player. Unknown player also does not have a lot to defend from. Just for infantry.
TST? ESD?
Valorant could also snipe this cavalry here.
ESD?
He might take 1 or 2. Yeah, he takes 2.
ESD?
Yeah, Valorant already doing a lot of damage without any cavalry lost. 8 kills already.
ESD? ESD?
Could even snipe some women here. Yeah, very good raids from Valorant. .11 kills already without a single loss.
ESD?
Now he might want to retreat this very damaged cavalry. Otherwise he can get exposed. Yeah, 11 kills, and we see unknown player and Havren very slow down.
EST? EST?
Okay, Valorant loses that cavalry, very damaged cavalry, loses another one. Yeah, he should be retreating now. Even though he made a lot of damage, he's using a lot of units here. But 15 kills, that's not so bad, and he lost 5 cavalry. But we see that unknown player still does not have a lot of infantry here to defend with.
EST?
And now this cavalry is very damaged. There's not much that Valorant can do now.
EST?
Well, unless he can snipe a stranded cavalry from unknown player. But unknown player realizes that and retreats. And unknown player going for a very greedy start. He didn't even make additional soldiers.
EST?
But if he targets the very damaged cavalry, yeah, Valorant cannot do very much here. Okay, very nice harassment from Valorant. Unfortunately, took a few losses there. I'm not sure if it was worth it, but yeah, it's still a very nice kill-death ratio. 3 to 1.
EST?
Okay, we see that Havren made a little bit of harassment here, but did not take any kills.
EST?
These two are from the early harass with the dog and the scout from Valorant.
EST? EST? EST?
Now Edward booming pretty well, 91 population, so now. SSH booming pretty decently as well. Yeah, Boudica finally finds fishing and he realizes that he's very far from his docks. Pretty unfortunate for him. But these docks might be useful later on if trading ships become a thing in this map. And Boudica going for P2 at 95 population.
EST?
Havren long distance hunting. And unknown player very damaged by Valorant, look at that, 73 population. And still doing a very greedy boom. 57 women, still making 5. You should make another star house here.
EST?
Let me disable the pings. Okay, so yeah, T2 is not really in the best spot, but they are not really that far behind. Unfortunately, they took a very big hit here with unknown player. Now, unknown player is facing Edward, which is booming quite a lot, so he might be vulnerable later on. Yeah, ESSH and Edward booming quite well, and we see that Valorant, even though he made 9 cavalry, he still has 97 population, so still keeping up with the boom pretty decently. Unknown player is still a little bit vulnerable, only 10 infantry to defend, but we don't see a lot of cavalry on the map right now, so he should be fine, at least until mid-game. Okay, we see Valorant finishing the phase 2 right now. SSH already finished. And Edward as well. And Boudica booming really well. Even though he invested a lot of resources in this dock, fortunately for him, he just made 1 fishing ship and he realized that he's very far from his dock, so not a whole lot lost there. And even with that investment, he's booming quite decently here. 60 women. should start another barracks really soon. Maybe also use some, yeah, maybe use some of this wood to make more phase 2 buildings. Unknown player, yeah, recovering a little bit. Havern did not do a whole lot with this cavalry. And he's having some issues booming up. Oh, I see, he has a lot of imbalance between food and wood. Yeah, that's not really great. He does not have a whole lot of woodcutters.
Yeah, see?
And he's using some of the woodcutters to build buildings, so yeah. Usually you'd want, for example, if you have a lot of wood for wood, it's better just to make the buildings using the women that you have on the farms. Okay, maybe a bad rally. Oh, I see, he tried to make an outpost here. Yeah, it seems that this might not be reachable, this position here. But he didn't realize and loses the guy that was going to build the outpost. Otherwise, this would have been a quite decent outpost. A little known trick that you can do as well is, for example, if you have a building nearby this hill, you can garrison this building, set the rally point to the top of the hill, and then you can garrison on top of the hill. That's one way where you can reach these paths here that usually you can't reach. Havern finishing some houses, but still with a lot of imbalance of wood for food. Now Variant just chilling out for now. He has a lot of food as well. Some fishing ships. Getting minerals. Okay, Variant is going for the dog spam. That's why he has so much food. Yeah, this can be decently strong. He has already 10 fields. Each dog costs around 100 food. Yeah, he could get a very decent raids here with the dogs and the remainder of his cavalry. Now Edward was able to build an outpost here, and he was able to reach because he has this pathway here. Also made an outpost here, but this outpost is being claimed by Boudica.
Yeah, see?
And for some reason, Edward sending some slingers here. Yeah, we see that T1 has a lot of advantage in population right now against the other team. Now you might be seeing Variant. Yeah, we see that. Okay, he's defending from Havern. Havern going for a military colony here. Now this is a pretty decent spot for a military colony. But the dogs will come and harass these builders here. This might be very hard to take. This military colony is not bad at all. Maybe here would be a decent location as well, blocking the guys from traversing this path. Yeah, I'm not sure Havern can hold to this position. Especially if ESSH supports Valiant here. And we see Valiant's dogs doing good work here. And they will deny the military colony.
Yeah, see?
Valiant making some sword cav to support the dog raids. Killing the women, building the military colony. This military colony will not go up anytime soon. And 9 dogs already. Yeah, you can see how the dog harass can be quite strong. Boudica going for a military camp in this position. This position is really not that great, I think, for a military colony. Especially if Edward can make some catapults. So, for example, he places the catapults here, or places the catapults here with the skirmishers or ranged units on top of the hill. Yeah, you can destroy this military camp quite easily, so I'm not really a fan of this military camp location. Maybe I would like to see military camp in this location. You make some catapults here, and they could be quite strong. So, for example, the military camp blocks units from getting up here, and the catapults make good work of the any units that can harass here. You also have a forward position, which you can use to harass later on. Now we see Havern going again for the military colony. Valorant might see that. Valorant already phase 3. Yeah, Valorant sees that. And he's sending some dogs to harass.
Yeah, see?
And Valorant doing very much a lot of damage here on the SSH.
Yeah, see?
And this military colony will not go up again. And we see Valorant finishing a fort in this location. Very strong fort position, blocking this whole path. So the only avenue of attack for the other team would be this location here. Now Boudica going for a couple catapults here. He's losing the loyalty of this camp, so he should garrison with a little bit more men. And so far, Valorant already killed 53 here. And we see Havern only 83 population, 82 in dwindling. Yeah, he was very ambitious with this military camp, with this military colony, and the harass of the dogs has been relentless. Yeah, unless he's supported by some of this team, yeah, this could be game ending for him here. Now, no player has a decent population, but unfortunately he's not P3. Okay, he's just sending some units to support here.
Yeah, see?
He has a lot of skirmishers. And we see Boudica making a lot of catapults. Now, catapults can be very strong on this map. Especially if you can put them in good positions here. But I'm not sure Edward will be too vulnerable for that. And Edward already P3. Yeah. Okay, so now we see unknown player arriving with his units to support here. We also see ESSH sending a single ram to Havern.
Yeah, see?
Havern with a whole lot of anti-ram units. The only anti-ram units that he can take are the ones from military colony, and he does not have a military colony.
Yeah, see?
Now this might be a good, hard fight here for unknown player. Yeah, and this ram can do a lot of damage here because there's not a whole lot of anti-ram capabilities for Havern.
Yeah, see?
Unknown player taking some good fights here, but
Yeah, see?
both SSH and Valorant here, he can't really do much. And we might see Havern CC going down here.
Yeah, see? Yeah, see?
So Havern and SSH are winning this fight. They are winning this fight.
See? Yeah, see?
Some more rams coming. This run is quite healthy. 2 more runs incoming here. This CC might go down really soon. Okay, we now see the catapult train from Boudica arriving at Edward. I like that Edward went defensive because if his team is winning up north, he does not really need to do a lot of damage, he does not need to risk. He just needs to boom, get a lot of good military upgrades, and then go with a strong push if necessary. And we see that Boudica is still not even full population, even though he has a lot of resources. Yeah, and the CC from Havern goes down. Due to the map size, he won't be able to connect the territories and will lose these buildings. Starts a military colony here, but there's a lot of... yeah. Okay, now we see Valiant going for Unknown Player. Unknown Player with 107 population. And Valiant almost maxed out, and SSH maxed out. Yeah, top, this flank here will go down for sure. Havern might still be able to finish this military colony. Okay, we see that the catapults arrive, but as you can see here, we have a lot of palisades, so Edward, really good thinking here, going for the palisades. Now, it would be nice if these catapults could reach this position, but I'm not sure they can. Going for another military camp, but will be very slow. There's nothing you can do here. And even so, Edward is fully boomed up. Havren finishes his military colony, but yeah, it's just a Pyrrhic victory, because now unknown player is a bit vulnerable, but yeah, he defended quite decently here. You might see another push from SSH and Valiant. But not a whole lot of anti-ren for unknown player yet. Oh, I see. Valiant finished an assassin in this location, so he captures all of these buildings. Yeah, there's not much Havern can do at the moment. On the other side, yeah, we see Boudica is still having a lot of trouble with these palisades. He went full siege and yeah, it's very slow. If he had made at least a single ram to finish this off quicker. Do we see some anti-rams from Edward? I don't think so. Okay, he has some swordsmen here. The black cloaks. 12 black cloaks, yeah. I think he can defend quite decently. And we see Avern going for another military colony in this location. Oh yeah, there's not a whole lot of wood here that he can fetch from. Now we see a push incoming here. Valiant and ESSH, both maxed out. Valiant sending some support units to fight against these catapults. I'm not sure Valiant can do a whole lot with this 14 sword cavalry. This camp is fully garrisoned. But Boudica also can't leave easily this location, otherwise the sword cav can do quick work of his catapults. Okay, we see the unknown player made some palisades here to stall Valiant push and ESSH. Nice defensive position here from unknown player. We see that Havern has finished his military colony. He might still take a long time to recover. And Valiant finished this military colony off. Now this Ramahar arriving at unknown player. Unknown player didn't make any sword cavalry, so he does not have a lot of anti-ram. And these dogs will come, kill some units, maybe even kill the women around this ram. Okay, now we see Boudica going for a very aggressive military camp here in this front. And we see also Edward going out with his black cloaks. Now the black cloaks, they are quite tanky, so I would expect Edward to kill some catapults. I'm not sure he will be able to kill all, and we see also the sword cavalry from Valiant coming here. Yeah, and Edward was just booming the whole game here, so take a look at that. 160 infantry. Anyruns arrive here, unknown player. Valiant can easily kill off this military colony. This push from Boudica should be ending quite soon, and I think it's GG. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Team Centurion can recover from this. We now see more units from Valiant streaming into unknown player. Yeah, Havern got this military colony, he's recovering, but he won't be able to do anything for a long time. The final catapults from Boudica being destroyed. Okay, so no player was able to defend his CC. How did he do that? Okay, maybe the hero helped a little bit here. For some reason he chose this hero and not Vercingetorix. This hero gives more loot, more metal for units killed. Pretty interesting decision. Now Bodica was all cleaned up here. Do we see... Interesting. Edward does not have any fortresses. So he can't make a lot of catapults to... Oh, he was just laying down, yeah. He can just link down this military colony. More catapults here coming from Bodica, but they are naked. They don't have a lot of support. Valorant cleaning up everything in this location. We see 2 rams from unknown player, but they will also be killed off by the sword cavalry. Unknown player 100 population, Bodica 120 population. Havern still quite away from recovering. Now, Edward was not able to sling this military colony down, or this military camp down, but he does not need to. He does not even need to engage these catapults. I'm not sure why he's sending these swordsmen here, the black cloaks. He does not even need to engage here under fort range. He can just wait for the catapults to come. While ESSH and Valorant clean up the top. And we see the GG from Bodica. Yeah, this is over. Okay. Well, a very one-sided match. And we see Valorant with a very good harassment at the start. We see unknown player unfortunately got the worst end of that. Avern got a little bit delayed. Avern tried a very ambitious military colony here, but was denied by both Valorant and SSH. And with the population that he lost there, he did not have a lot of soldiers. So he was easily overrun by both SSH and Valorant. Unknown player with a bit delayed support. And yeah, there was not much his team could do. Bodica did somewhat of a scary siege push here against Havern, but Havern was very smart here. Just made a defensive boom. Did not even make a fortress, interesting. Okay, he has a one now. But he made a lot of palisades to block that, and the catapults were too slow. And that was it for the game. Now looking here, military and economy score. Yeah, we see that Valorant Harass was quite decent here on top of Havern, and also did a lot of damage on unknown player. Look at that. You can quite clearly see here the harass on Havern. He flattens the curve a little bit here, and then harass on unknown player. Yeah, very nice harass. And you see that Valorant boom still was quite decent here. Edward was able to boom quite freely here. Bodica, he could boom decently, but unfortunately, yeah, the siege push was not enough. And we see here a lot of kills for Valorant with a very good dog harass as well. Yeah, we see everything reflected here. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. So this is a win for Team Gold's Animal Farm on the 4th week, and a loss for Team Centurions. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Now, I don't think we'll have any other team games here for the tournament. We see that Team Animal Farm, Team Los Gringos didn't come to play Team French, so it's probably a win for Team French as well. So I'm gonna end the stream right now. Thank you guys for joining.